Und damit ein herzliches Willkommen und hallo zu Als das Team. Ich bin das am Simmerfix. Wir sind hier immer noch auf dem Weg durch Avalon. Oh Leute, so viele schöne Bolz. Beim letzten Mal haben wir hier unseren Weg weitergeführt und sind hier dabei, die Prüfungen von Castori hier zu überstehen. Beim letzten Mal sind wir schon durch ihre Winter- und ihre Herbständerung gegangen. Nun geht es durch ihre Sommeränderung, die wahrscheinlich ebenso tragisch werden. Sie hatte hier, nachdem hier Merlin hier gestohlen wurde mit dem Staff of Selection, in Hector einen neuen Freund gefunden, bei dem sie 4 Jahre hier gearbeitet hat als Schmiedelehrling. Und nun haben ihr die Dorfbewohner befohlen, ihn umzubringen. Und wir schauen, ja, wir wissen es zwar schon, wer schon mal eine andere Cutscene gesehen hat, dass sie dies leider machen wird. Apparently the Earth Clan Ferry, living on the caps, used to be one of Queen Morgan's Imperial Guards a long time ago. Tja, vor 2000 Jahren. The village ferry was genuine. They really did believe that killing Hector would keep the village safe. So they closed in around me and begged me in all sincerity, please kill him for us. If you really are the child of prophecy, then kill the queen's agent for us. It wouldn't have been almost impossible to refuse. So, like always, I took the easy way out and so... Okay, well, I'm the child of prophecy after all. I decided to do what they wanted from me and went off killing my friend. This is why I said I could never have anything I really cared about. Ihr einziger Freund. Und Leute, es ist natürlich ja absolut lächerlich. Ich meine, er wusste, dass sie Child of Prophecy war. Jetzt mal abgesehen davon, dass er es ja schon, also, mal abgesehen, dass der Großteil im Dorf schon wusste, weiß er es natürlich auch. Und auf der anderen Seite, Leute, ich meine, er weiß, dass sie genauso aussieht wie ASIC und ja, also. I have to kill him. 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 If I don't kill him, they think I'm an imposter, and they kill me instead. It was easy to sneak in, since Hector was here hard of hearing. He was sleeping on a stone bed, completely defenseless. In my hand, I had a rusty iron knife the fairies had given me. The truth is, it wasn't possible to refuse. I was just scared. Scared of being caught an imposter, scared of getting beaten for being useless, scared that my life was so far might have been for nothing. And so, I got so fed up and angry that I brought the knife down as hard as I could. Oh well, maybe things will work out. I sheathed the now chipped knife and began walking the dark path to the village. I was practically trembling with fear, but I also knew the village fairies were simple folk. I was almost strangely optimistic that I could get out of this as long as I explained everything. Don't let her fool you. She didn't kill the blacksmith. I was watching the whole time. She didn't do anything to him. She just cut one of his helmets. And that's not all. I know her mage script is fake too. It's all just smoking gunpowder. She's not a child of prophecy. She's not special at all. What did she say? Is it true? She couldn't kill the Imperial Guard? She wouldn't kill one of Morgan's agents? Then she can't be the child of prophecy. I knew it didn't make sense. I tried to run away, but the village fairies were all stronger than me and had more magic energy too. Grab Casa! Grab the liar! Hand her over to Woodward's executioner as the child of prophecy imposter. They caught me in no time and threw me in an underground jail. The fairy who accused me was smiling so smugly, so triumphantly, but I wasn't surprised. Whenever she talked to me, claiming to be my friend, she was always consumed by envy and doubt. She wasn't a bad person. It was just her fairy nature. Even when you know someone is objectively worse off than you are, you just can't help but be jealous when they're treated like they're special. Die sind alle so krank, Mann. After that, life in the village became very hectic. Wood was executioners. A horrific group of soldiers who went around capturing fairies suspected of being the child of prophecy and taking them to the castle. They were to arrive in Tintagel in 3 days, and I was to wait for them to sell until then. So you finally showed your true colors. I can't wait to hand you over to the High Queen. I never believed you were the child of prophecy. There's no way a fairy like you could be a savior. Ja, wenn ich nicht das Kind aus der Prophezeiung bin, wieso übergibt ihr mich dann, Woodwurst? Ihr seid alle so Widersprüche. I don't want to hand you over to Woodwurst, but everyone else says that's what needs to be done with imposters. But is it really so important? It's awful that things have come to this. We're so close, so very close. But then, I suppose it was always too much to hope for. This village would have disappeared the year you washed up on your shore if you hadn't come along. You and the treasure that was on your boat gave us hope, but now the treasure's all gone. Soon, our village will be. Then again, if you all tell what was your junior article, maybe we can still get a seizable reward. I'm sorry, Caster. I tried to talk to the others of this. I really did. I'm so sad things have turned out this way too. You really did your best for us. A lot of fairies came to visit me in jail, each for their own reason. The fairies of Tintagel were divided right down the middle into supporters of the Queen and supporters of the Child of Prophecy. The fact that I was in jail must mean that the pro-Queen fairies had gained a number advantage. There was no fairy left who could rescue me. But there were some who were willing to look the other way if I escaped, and I figured it was enough. Either way, everything hinged on what would happen in 3 days. I would have one last chance to escape after that day they let me out of jail, right before they handed me over to the executioners. I made sure to stay in shape so I could run whenever I needed to, and kept a constant eye out for opportunities. You better believe I'm going to escape. I've been training my whole life to go on this pilgrimage. I can't let it end before it even begins. Hearing commotion outside, I thought the executioner must have come, and I readied myself. So you're still alive, Guess not even those fairies were that stupid. Hector, what are you doing here? What happened to you? What this? Don't worry about. I had to beat a few fairies up to get here, but never mind it. You've got to go. Here, put this on. It's no helmet, but it's at least should help you protect your head and hide your face a little. Huh? You mean you had to help me escape? Ouch. This hat's so cute and stylish. I knew you had a good taste, Hector. Start a compliment. Here, I got this back for you. It was always yours anyway. It was the staff of selection that had been taken from me when I was a child. 9 years had gone by since I last saw it, but it still felt like an extension of my body. Though sadly, it looked like it had long since lost Merlin's flippant voice. Go on, hurry. It won't be long before Wood was executioners. Hector! Don't call me by that name. I'll only bring you bad luck. I took out the guards, but there'll be new ones here soon. We need you to get out of here while it's still dark. Run as fast as you can. If you can make it to Celebur's plains. What was that? It's coming from outside. What was? At the time, I could only imagine that the executioner had come and set the village on fire. I can't believe it. I knew they said they would have to cut down a number of mouths so fit for winter. But killing each other over it? That's not just stupid, it's downright. Was? Es war nicht Woodwurst, der das Dorf angezündet hat. Die haben sich gegenseitig abgeschlachtet. What's going on here? Why are the fairies who called for us killing each other? Who's in charge here? Where's the child of prophecy? Please step back, Lord Woodwurst. The fairies have all gone mad. We can't question them now. What would you have us to do, sir? Damn bloodthirsty fools. Battle readers examine the residence. Spare readers got the exit. We can't let any one of them escape now. Don't bother putting the fires until the fairies have been dealt with. but make sure to capture any fairies who could be the child prophecy alive. Her Majesty orders. No. I didn't have any particular plan. Heck, I didn't even have time to think. But just as I was about to make a run for the town square and try to rescue everyone. Stop, Arturia! You'll never make it in time. You need to get away from here now. Besides, why would you want to help them? They were going to sell you anyway. I know, but... They were still the fairies I'd grown up with. They may have lied to me almost non-stop for my entire life, but that didn't mean I just could abandon them. You fool. Just come with me, damn it. They are here for the child prophecy. Once you're gone, there won't be a reason for the executioners to be here anymore. Once we reach the cover of the forest, you can do whatever you want. Grandpa took my hand and ran. Here. There we are. You can go the rest of the way alone. I thought some of what was soldiers on the way, so it won't be long before more show up. You need to get away from here before they do. What about you, Grandpa? I don't suppose you could come with me? No, I can't. I still have work left to do. Once I'm sure you've escaped, I'll be here heading right back to my fort on the Cape. That'll be that. You've been nothing but trouble, girl. Don't visit me again. But Hector, you're... I couldn't help it. I could see his kind-hearted lies. I could see the deep wounds to his sides, though it hidden with disclosures. I could see how his strong back had particularly been cut to ribbons. And I could see that his failing heart would stop entirely once I took my eyes off him. Right, you fairy of paradise really are a pain, aren't you? The village is done for. The executioner are here. Hold your head high, grip your staff tight. Now is the time to begin your journey, Arturia. Remember, no matter what anyone says, even if you don't believe it yourself, you are the child of prophecy. You could have killed me that night, but you didn't. That's who you really are. No matter how much Britain rejects you, or how much the fairies shun you, or even how much weaker you are than them, you are still a better choice for a savior than anyone else. I don't think you ever realized that yourself, but you're just not capable of getting angry of your own sake. And besides, you're the spitting image of her. A stubborn, sore loser who keeps getting back up no matter how many times she falls. That's why I know you see your chosen path through to the end. No, I want to go back to the forge and live with you at the Cape. That'd be way more fun. Besides, once I turn 17, the prophecy won't be true anymore, and I won't make any more trouble. But the dream would never come true. He never even heard what I wanted to say. I don't know who Grandpa was, or why he did so much for me. All I know is the heartbeat I can still hear today, the sound of my own still living heart. Right, that's right. The one thing I have going for me is my ability to quickly cheer up, no matter how many times I brought down. I secured my new hat atop my head and gripped the staff of selection tight. Goodbye, Ron. Thank you for raising me until I turned 16. I'm the fairy paradise. I'm the one who's meant to bring Britain to salvation it really needs. So I'm just going to begin my pilgrimage now, just like you wanted me to. Dann ging es nach Salisbury, in die Kathedrale, wo sie wahrscheinlich abgewiesen wurde, und dann in die Felder. But that was easier said than done. Forget beginning my pilgrimage. I couldn't even get anyone to take me seriously. I tried to meet with the head of the Wing Clan in Salisbury, but the rebel army turned me away at the door. I tried doing a few odd jobs in response to their demands that I prove I was the child prophecy, but... Which hole in the woods did you crawl out of? Your clothes are a mess, and you've got almost no magic energy. But at least You're a decent worker. Nice job taking care of the moss on the highway. I don't know how many centuries it'll take, but hey, good luck saving Britain. We don't need a child prophecy here anyway, girlie. We have Lady Aurora looking forward for us. But the fairies are waiting for the child of prophecy. Don't let them fool you. They're just pretending. Fairies latch on anything that seems like fun, or even just whatever's trendy. Nobody's actually want to believe in the child of prophecy. We'd all laugh it if Morgan went away, but her aside, we're happy with the things are now. After being laughed off, I used my anger as fuel to take me from west to east and back again, fooling myself into thinking that starting with smaller villages would yield better results than big cities. I went around the forest visiting all kind of places, but it was no different. Everywhere I went, people laughed at me, used me, and dropped me so much like garbage. On the surface, they were all for the child of prophecy, but on the inside, isn't there anything more fun to do? Now I see. There are love rumors about the child of prophecy, but the actual child is just a big pain. I had no one to teach me, and no companions to commensurate with. Every in Britain hated me the second they laid eyes on me. Since humans had no love for fairies either, all I could do was travel alone. This is hard. Really hard. Consumed by depression, I decided to go to the nameless woods. I didn't have a particular plan in mind. I just wanted to be someone other than myself, even if only for a little while. But the curse of the nameless woods didn't even affect fairies from paradise, so much for that. So, I just pretended to have lost my memory and went off to the newcomer tent to sulk. But then, a new fairy was carried in. Mesh? He had lost his memory and was in such bad shape, both physically and mentally, that I felt like I had to help him. But most of all, I thought, if he's forgotten about the child of prophecy, maybe there's a chance we could be friends. That's the end of my summer memories. Boah, Leute, ich weiß gar nicht, es ist so schlimm. Also, ich habe ja mich öfters darüber schon hier beschwert, dass, wie gesagt, es sehr viele unnötige Kapitel gab. Also besonders im ersten Akt war es teilweise halt wirklich so, dass man, also wie gesagt, so richtig random Quest hatte, wo wirklich die Story wenig vorangetrieben wurde. Aber man muss einfach klipp und klar sagen, jetzt haben wir seit einer Stunde und es wird einfach nur schlimmer. Ich weiß gar nicht, Leute, ich könnte weinen, Mann. Ich kann nicht weinen, also, aber es ist einfach zum Weinen. Es ist so zum Heulen, Mann. Das ist so furchtbar, Mann. Und durch was die durch musste. Und es ist halt wirklich einfach nur nochmal, um zu zeigen, was für einen Grund sie eigentlich hat, eigentlich diese ganze Welt brennen zu sehen. Wie Asek. Asek hat ja beschlossen, diese ganze Welt einfach zu unterjochen und ihnen ist es komplett scheißegal, wenn die Feen alle gequält werden und sterben. Es ist ihr komplett egal, Mann. Und theoretisch sollte sie genau dasselbe sein. Genau sollte sie halt einfach genau dasselbe machen. Sie hat jeglichen Grund, Mann. Sie ist als Kind angespielt worden, als Retterin, wurde als Sklavin, als Vieh, als Nutztier nutzt. Alles, was ihr Spaß gemacht hatte, wurde ihr weggerissen. Halb verhungert, ihre Zehen sind abgefroren und gezwungen, ihren einzigen Freund zu töten, der dann trotzdem vor ihren Augen gestorben ist. Und ja, ausgelacht, geschindet und trotzdem halt immer noch irgendwie den Weg hier weitermachen, Leute. Dann schauen wir uns mal, ob immerhin der Sommer ein bisschen Euphorie hier zurückholt. This is it. We're finally at the spring memories. And since there's spring, I'm sure... Verzeihung, Spring Memories haben wir ja schon. Genau. Wir haben jetzt alles Schlimme durch. I'm sure they're going to be lots of fun. But any obstacle we run into here will be total pushovers, so I won't have to worry much about taking them down. I was hoping we wouldn't have to fight any more of these moors. Me too. If those really are Taurus memories given physical form, then I can only imagine how painful they must be for their. Even just facing them as moors makes me feel like my heart's being gouged out of my chest. Don't worry, that's all done with now that we are past summer. Spring memories are fun times, and fun times only. The only kinds of obstacle I'd expect to see here are things like, They'd probably be Artoria herself, dressed to the nines, or an enormous feast full of delicious food. That's all well and good, but before we start fighting, there's one thing I want to clear up. You said that the Fairy of Paradise who rings all the bells of pilgrimage become the sacred sword itself, right? Does that mean Artoria's gonna disappear once it's done? Yes, that's right. Creating the sacred sword, conceptual foundation, will destroy everything she was, is, and ever will be. That is the Fairy of Paradise duty, her function, and even then, the sacred sword won't be easy to forge. Everything about her, every experience she's had, all the memories, even spirit origin, her very fate, will be used as materialist to make it. It's not a sacrifice, it's an equivalent exchange. And it has to be her. It can't be anyone else. Does Artoria know this? Sicher. Oh yes, she knows very well that fulfilling her duty means the end for her. That much should have been made clear to her from the very beginning. I know how you all feel, but please understand, this really is the only way. She knew what would happen when she entered the spirit cavern. Yes, the situation may have forced her hand, but she's still heading to the side of selection of her own free will. Huh? You're here? Artoria? Wait, you're back already? That doesn't seem right. Ja, wir haven't fought any. Weil es halt die Frühlingserinnerungen sind. I see. Well, that was easy, huh? It was literally hour before I knew it. So, that's the side of selection on top of that hill, huh? Okay, last one's gotten a rotten egg. I can't believe it, all those horrible memories. And even at the end she... I know, it just ain't right. But, you know Maxie, if nothing else, I'm glad you so damn pissed off about it. So look, whatever happens next, just let the old man here handle it. Oh, mother, what do you mean by... No, mind that now. Come on, we need to run, or she really will go on ahead of us. Either way, this is the end of her long journey. Let's see how this mission of her plays out. Sie sage, ist das, was ich gerade jetzt davor gesagt habe, Mann, dass die halt einfach immer noch mit einem Lachen hier durch die Gegend läuft. Das ist echt so schlimm, Mann. Ladies and Gentlemen, wir machen jetzt hier erstmal einen kleinen Cut. Beim nächsten Mal geht's weiter. Und dann heißt es Lebewohl zu sagen. Bis zum nächsten Mal. Auf Wiedersehen.